Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Last time we defeated Cataract, surprisingly easily, actually. Only took me a couple of tries to take him down. Pile Bunker, or is that thing called Pile Bunker or Pile Driver? Pile Bunker. Pile Bunker for the win for taking that guy down. Just flap in his face, boop his snoot with that, and the amount of damage and the stun you do to him is pretty insane. Now I am guessing, because he was definitely more mini-boss material, that, and I'm just speculating here, I haven't looked up a walkthrough or anything, this is probably the chapter closing mission. It's probably going to have a chapter end boss. So I'm expecting that this is the one that's going to take dozens of tries, but we'll see if I'm correct or not.
Got a request from Archibus for you.
Hey, Rusty.
Here's the briefing from my CO, who came up with the plan. This is V2 Snail. I shall brief you on the operation. You will be under my direct authority. Consider it a rare privilege.
In his way, this guy's almost as annoying as Gun 6.
On two planetary closure administration bases. One is the Hall of Communications base, the relay for comms between enemy squads. The second is the former Bertram spaceport, seized by the PCA for its suppression fleet. V4 Rusty will be dispatched to handle the Harlov base. His objective will be to disable their network and prevent support from PC elite squads.
Is Rusty going to get killed in action trying to accomplish his mission?
During this time, you must destroy all the heavy warships berthed at the spaceport. Solid plan, but there's a catch. Disruption of PCA comms won't last long. I'll come support you when I finish on my end.
You just know this is going to go wrong. Either Rusty's going to betray us or he's going to get KIA. One way or another, this plan is going to go to hell. You just know it.
If this mission succeeds, the corporations will deal the PCA a major blow. Ignore V2's snotty attitude. Just focus on your own work.
Yeah, his attitude is pretty annoying. He's almost as bad as the Balaam guy. The red guns.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy all the berthed warships.
Don't think we have enough energy to go straight there.
Sharing all base personnel. Commencing threat evaluation.
I'm on standby near Harlov, buddy. Patch me in. I'll gauge the situation on your end before I jump in.
By the way, PCA threat level is extremely high, just in case you didn't know. Because it's me. I'm getting cocky now that I seem to be doing well at the game. Oh, a couple of LCs? Two at once, huh? Getting in close and point blanking him with the laser cannons seems effective. We've already taken a fair amount of damage.
2 repair kits remaining.
Well, these structures are gigantic, because just keep in mind, these ACs are huge. You compare them to the scale of everything else. Haha. Blow up some of their transport choppers too while we're here.
Estimated threat range 3 to 4. Contain with marking.
Yeah, you just blow up the bridge and the whole thing
Taking out the relay
explodes.
mast. That takes care of their external comms for now. Keep moving. 4 targets left.
Geez, that's a lot of warships to destroy. Where's the next one? Looks like it's below us. Oh, what's this?
Code 5. Target for termination confirmed.
I mean, I've already destroyed a couple of them. That was a lot of firepower for a light MT, but from a distance it's not always obvious to me what I'm fighting.
Left shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Another LC down. Well, I found a good strat for them. Point blank them with laser cannons. Snipers shooting at me? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just go to the next target. Got my cat sitting on my chest. Whoa! Hello there, warship. Found ya. I'll just go straight for the bridge and not waste time with the deck guns. Okay, that didn't go well. Alright, there we go. You dead?
Just fine, buddy. I'm keeping them busy, but they're working fast. Don't expect the comms blackout to hold for long.
Wonder what Rusty's dialogue is in Japanese with all this calling me buddy all the time. Maybe Aibo? Kind of feel like Aibo would probably be the most likely translation for the kind of friendly vibe he's trying to give off.
Open fire! Keep the target away!
External comms are out.
Maybe you shouldn't rig up your bridges with explosives to blow up your whole warship. Just a thought.
Ships left.
I think that's a design flaw, PCA, gotta be honest.
Right shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Looks like you got them all, 621.
Sure did. What's next?
Hey, buddy. Bad news. The PCA's external comms are back online. They've got warships heading your way. Hold out until I reach you.
Okay, I mean they're pretty easy to destroy in all honesty.
Resupply while you can, 621.
Oh, I'd love to. Where's the resupply thing? You get out of my way. Seriously though, where's the resupply? That way? Yeah. Perfect. I hardly even needed it, except I'm pretty sure I did go through quite a bit of ammo. I think I was doing okay health-wise. Thanks for the warning.
Target for termination approaching. Handle it. The main squad will be here soon.
I do like how the PCA kind of has its own particular terminology they use in their comms. Kind of gives them a bit of unique flavor. They seem to rely heavily on simulations for training to fight their targets. We've heard that in their dialogue a couple of times. This is very irritating, by the way. This fighting enemies above me is definitely one of my main weak points. Screw this guy, this is way too irritating. Lure him onto ground. There we go.
Company 621, in front of the base.
Various aspects of this, I've said this before, really are quite Gundam-esque. Oh, let's get those warships. Get the ad, he's too annoying. Alright, he's dead. No, 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 stop, stop. Sometimes it's finicky. It likes to jive left and right instead of stopping. If you don't pull perfectly backwards. Alright, is that the other warship down there then? I don't think I have the energy to make that in one go, so let's close some distance first. Seems faster to drop than to jet toward the ground, which doesn't seem right. Hey guys, I'm your worst nightmare. Is that a couple of bosses coming in?
Target for termination sighted. Time to pay the piper.
Oh, is that Rusty?
Looks like we've got high-ranking PCA officers.
You actually made it. I'm shocked.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've got your back, buddy. Hope you've got mine.
We get to fight side by side again. Let's do it.
Go double 4. Send me what you've got on the
Oh, this is a 2-on-2. This is awesome.
Relaying system response.
I don't know if my build is good for this. They might be too agile for my lasers. Well, that seems to connect. Never mind being too agile for lasers. I mean, that makes no sense. To be fair, I think one of these is called a plasma gun instead of a laser cannon or whatever.
These are elite PCA enforcers, buddy. Don't give them an opening.
We're losing control of the situation.
Oh, that guy's hardly taking any damage. Oops, sorry about that. One down? Alright. Let's take out the other guy next.
Code 783 to system processing.
Oh, edge of the map.
Nice work. Damn it. You've taken a bad hit. It's up to you now, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Disengaging.
Is this the agile one? Sure seems agile as hell.
AP at 50%.
I need to get close to be able to hit him with these. The projectiles are too slow. Where's he at? Where'd he go? God, he's agile. I can't even keep track of him. Terrain's not helping either. Good lord, the agility. Lost him again. My kingdom for radar. There he is.
Left shoulder ammunition.
I feel like I would be doing better with Gatlings.
Right shoulder AP at 50%.
We just can't hit him, is the problem. He dodges everything. So this is not the right loadout for this enemy. We need weapons that are basically undodgeable.
At 30%. Right hand ammunition at 50. Left shoulder ammunition at 10%. Right shoulder ammunition at 10%.
Okay, wrong loadout. Wrong loadout for that fight. Can't hit him. Can't hit him with those weapons. The projectiles are too slow, and his AI is tuned for pretty good dodging. So now that we know that. Gatlings, missiles. Good luck dodging this, buddy.
Code 4. Send me what you've got on the target.
Relaying system response. Corporate agency D4 button. Independent mercenary rating. Data on the mercenary is being checked for discrepancy.
Range bedfellows. This means the corp can't afford to choose. Finish them off, 621. These are elite PCA enforcers, buddy.
It's taking forever for the Gatlings to cool off. Just, that was insane how long it took. I'm gonna die. Okay. I completely blame, I mean, obviously that's my fault, yes. But the reason I got wrecked is because my Gatlings were taking absolutely forever to become ready to fire again. It was ridiculous. So I think that was also the wrong loadout, because I need a weapon that's better than the missiles, which are kind of weedy, to fire while the Gatlings are cooling down. Otherwise, I'm just going to get my ass handed to me like happened there, while my weapons are cooling down. There. I can fire those, so if he tries to close the distance while my Gatlings can't fire, I'll just laser cannon him in the face. Obnoxious SOB.
Code 4. Send me what you've got on the target.
This is a cool fight, though. This is really cool. This 2-on-2 of 2 elite pilots on each side and comparable ACs. I love this kind of thing. That time I got stun locked. Okay, he loves to just try to get up close with that laser blade, which I hadn't noticed the first time I fought him. What? Good God! I didn't have this kind of trouble with him the first time. What is going on here? So, keep distance from him, I guess. Because otherwise, if you let him get close, you're just dead. He stun locks you and laser blades you into oblivion, apparently. Alright, asshole. You're making me mad. No, get away from him. Yeah, F you, asshole. Damn it! Stun locks and all this nonsense. Hate it. Stun lock is not fun. I'll put that on a t-shirt. Stun lock is not fun. Because it isn't. There, got him. Get wrecked.
System. Code 7-8. Threat level.
Code 7-8 received. System processing.
I've hardly even heard it. Whereas it's kicking my ass.
No repair kits remaining.
Okay, he's stunned. There we go, that was damage.
Glad you're on my side.
Yeah, likewise, Rusty, likewise.
Code 318. Systems green.
Where'd he go? Lost him again. Oh, nice work, Rusty. Good job.
We check. Code 7-8.
Cool, that was a cool fight. Oh, is it time for a real boss battle now?
Picking up I've sent you a marker. There's something there.
You sound kind of scared, Ire. Where is it? There. Nope, that's Rusty's marker. There it is.
It's underground.
Okay, let's get high then.
What?
Ow.
What? What is that thing?
It's a giant worm? A giant mech worm.
Another PCA weapon.
What in God's name?
There's no pilot. It's an autonomous sea weapon.
I can't get a read on it.
So this is the real boss fight.
Just focus on staying alive, 621.
How do we fight it? I feel like a hover build might be good here.
Wait, something's wrong.
It's changing its behavioral pattern, answering to a greater imperative. To protect the convergence.
Boss fight canceled?
Looks like the PCA has helped itself to the Institute's relics. 621, rest up at base.
Boss fight canceled.
I'll come up with a plan to deal with our new friend.
That was a really cool 2-on-2. I got a little flustered, a little excited, but that just goes to show that I was really into it. Man, that one guy is such an asshole. He just guns for you with that laser blade. But if you can stun him, you can really bring their AP down fast.
Here's the situation, 621. After the PCA sicked that Institute weapon on us, Arquebus and Balaam have moved to cooperate. IA-02, aka Iceworm. It's a sea weapon, an autonomous deterrent created to protect the coral. If we don't take it out, no one's going to reach the convergence. We'll have a tough fight ahead of us, and everyone's getting involved.
What is this convergence and why does everyone care about it so much?
621. Don't forget we've got a job to do on Rubicon. I didn't bring you all the way here for nothing.
I don't know why you brought me all the way here, Walter. The plot is so cryptic. I still want to cut those puppet strings. You're not on my side, Walter.
3 new messages.
Heard the news, tourist. Iceworm, huh? You just keep tripping up over the Institute's relics, don't you? Well, I got something that might interest you. Sent you a briefing.
This is V8 Pater. Your performance in the spaceport raid was admirable. V2 and V4 left a message for you. But the arrival of that monster is a more pressing matter. Arquebus and Balaam have agreed to a ceasefire and are looking to cooperate, for the moment. It'll take time to formalize our agreement. For now, I've sent you another request.
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. B-rank virtual encounters are now available in the arena.
Nice.
You have entered the upper ranks. May these encounters further guide your technique.
So I guess that's chapter 3 complete. I was expecting another brutal end boss, but instead we got a scrappy 2-on-2. Me and Rusty versus a couple of elite PCA pilots, and that was really cool. That was fun. That was more enjoyable than, say, Baltius, for example. But yeah, I think that's Chapter 3 done. Well done to us. And yep, we've got the B rank arena missions now open to us. We're going. Oh, hey, Rusty is one of our opponents, or his AI simulacrum, I suppose. Well, Carla is as well, and Middle Flatwell. Okay, interesting. Oh no, wait, Middle Flatwell was the highest rank C. Never mind. Okay, well that's cool. It was Honest Brute. We're going to be doing that next episode. I'm also curious to see what kind of story missions are available. I don't know what the exclamation mark means next to these. None of them have that little decision icon, so I guess they aren't going to branch the story, and we're probably going to have to do all of them. Oh, eliminating Honest Brute is one of the missions. Interesting. A defense. And data retrieval. Alright, so once again, lots of stuff to do, and as usual we'll be starting with the arena and then moving on to the story missions. Before that, I believe, judging from the percent complete that the game tells me I'm at, it goes 20% per chapter, suggesting 5 chapters. Now that we're on Chapter 4, this is the penultimate one. As I said, now that we're at the penultimate one, I think it's time for an awesome black build. And then for the final chapter, we're going to go for more of a white glint kind of look. There we go. Nice. I guess the last thing we can do for now is check out the parts shop and see if anything appeals. We're loaded. We have over 2 million credits now. Not really seeing anything new in terms of handheld weapons. Oh, is that a new shotgun? The Zimmerman. Oh, long-range shotgun. I'm kind of interested in seeing if this is any good, if I like it or not. And we have the money for experimenting. Not to mention, if you really hate stuff, you seem to be able to sell it back for around full price, almost full price. I haven't kept precise track, but it's pretty generous about that. Stun baton, that sounds new. Interesting. Oh, charge to expose the core rod of the baton and attack with a brutal electrified thrust. That doesn't sound like the laser whip, I don't think. If I ever get to purchase one of those laser whip things, I will, because they look cool as hell. Etsugene. Burst machine gun. How's it compare to the Gatling? Where'd the Gatling go? Good grief, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, right, I'm not going to see the Gatling here because I already have it and it doesn't want you to buy duplicates, which I appreciate. Okay, well, we can compare it to the Ludlow. Attack power is certainly much higher. I guess we can try the Etsugene as well. See what we think of that. Any interesting looking new shoulder weapons? I suppose I should consider switching to plasma missiles instead of the explosive, because I assume those are energy based, and I have boosted my energy damage and not my explosive damage by much. Where does it say the damage type? This is a very busy screen. I feel like this UI could use improvement. I feel like it just floods me with information that's mostly useless, and then the more important information is hard to suss out. But then I've always been bad at reading busy UIs, not my strong suit. I guess we can try it and see if we like it, because it would play into our OS chip build better, I think. Is there any reason to prefer this over this? Because this has the same stats but twice as much ammo. Might just be strictly better. Any better core parts or leg parts or anything? Energy shortfall. Nothing increases our AP as far as cores go. How about legs? Overburdened. Spring chicken. I like the name. The name's pretty good. Everything just makes us overburdened. So, no, I'm not digging any of those. How about arms and heads? That's kind of cool looking, but big. Well, not huge, but it is an AP downgrade. I think I like what I've got. How about heads? Nah, I like what I've got there too. Okay. None of that was impressing me greatly. Let's try out our new weapons real quick. So I got the Zimmerman long-range shotgun. Sounds like Doom. That confused me with Doom at first, where the shotgun's a long-range weapon. Talking about the original Doom. Which is not typical in video games or real life, really. I mean, you can fire a shotgun at long-ish range if you're using slugs and not pellets. And then the Etsujin. And then here I got a plasma missile launcher. Let's see what we think of these weapons in the trial area. Okay, so here's the long-range shotgun, here's the machine gun. Oh, it fires in bursts. Interesting. And it reloads, but it doesn't overheat. Interesting little weapon. The rate of fire on the shotgun is low. But I like it better than the other one. It actually has some reach a little bit, as it said. It did say it was a long-range shotgun. Yeah, I kind of dig it. Interesting how this fires in those short bursts. Huh, I kind of like this build, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's try the plasma missile launcher now. I dig it. I mean, there's a long delay between when you fire and when it hits, but... I assume it's energy damage type, which does play into my OS build better. Oh, did it just straight up miss that time? You have to maintain the lock or something. Huh. Okay, that's enough fooling around. It's an interesting build. I think I'm going to try it in some real combat. Not necessarily the arena, although maybe. But honestly, those dual Gatlings have been doing so well for me in the arena, I'm reluctant to change. Unless I encounter an enemy that just wrecks me. We've got so much money to burn. The long-range shotgun and the Etsujin machine gun did kind of impress me. They weren't bad in that test. So I'm going to get one of each for each hand, just in case I decide that, like, wielding dual Etsujins or dual Zimmermans seems advisable. I don't know if it will, but I'll try it. And I'm not super sold on the plasma missile launcher, but I didn't hate it. So I'll get one of these too, just because I'm so flush with cash. Alright, somewhat less flush now, but... Since we're going to be doing the arena next, I'm going to stick with my standby arena build for now of the dual Gatlings, because it has been serving me very well. And then the dual laser cannons, which are not laser cannons at all. Nothing about them looks like a laser, and they don't hit instantly. More like some kind of particle cannon. Let's set that aside. Okay, well, doing some arena matches, it's what's going to be coming up next. I'll see you then.